The second coming of Christ and a government leader? Well, let me explain. So, in certain conservative evangelical circles, they believe that the second coming of Christ will be not of a shepherd, but of a ruler or a king or a government leader. And they believe that Daniel chapter 7 and Revelation chapter 11 point to that. And that's why you'll see a lot of these people like claiming that a current serving government official in the United States of America who has orange hair is the second coming of Christ, because they believe that this person has certain attributes to that type of leader. And I don't agree with that, because I see this as more of an interpretation of Scripture to encourage people to gain and garner more power for their movement. And this is a very concerning thing, because when you put the idea that a leader is the second coming of Christ into people's minds, they will do some pretty militant things to defend that. And that's why we need to be very careful and resist anyone who says that they are the second coming of Christ, or resist anyone who says that a certain person is the second coming of Christ, because the second coming of Christ is not of a person, but it is when Christ comes into our lives at our resurrection times, at our end times. We will never have a second coming of Christ in a flesh human body. The second coming of Christ is at our end times. And that's why we need to be very careful and not let ourselves be duped by people who are only seeking power and influence. Peace and blessings, y'all.